First off, thanks to EA for inviting me to this early access event. Hello everyone, my name is Ethos. I'm a indie developer and sometimes I get the time to play some games. You know, one of my favorite games of all time, Titanfall 2. And you probably know that if you've known me for any period of time. So when EA offered me a chance to check out the new upcoming season of Apex Legends showcasing a Titanfall 2 favorite, how could I say no? I got a chance to get hands-on with the newest legend Ashe, the new map Stormfront, and another Titanfall legendary weapon, the C.A.R SMG, but this time with a new twist to it. Here's what you can expect next week. Biggest highlight of the new season, especially for people like myself who perhaps took a break from Apex as of late, is Ashe.
Keep your friends close and your enemies under your feet.
Now, if you can recall, Ashe was one of the bosses in Titanfall 2 who fought using a Ronin Titan, and playing as her, I can see the direct comparison. The devs at Respawn told me that Ashe's kit was inspired by her Titan with a couple of liberties. Her entire kit seems to be focused on engaging enemies quickly and causing chaos with the enemy, assassinating them before they have a chance to fight back. It starts with her passive, which I find from a design standpoint is very interesting. Marked for Death allows Ashe to hack onto enemy death boxes and mark the attackers that killed those players. Now, this information is pinged for Ashe and her team. The ability on the surface may not seem like much, but it actually becomes very powerful near the tail end of games, allowing you to locate where one of the final teams may be and where they're hiding for the upcoming final circle. You can use this information not only to hunt them down, but to avoid being ambushed yourself. Her tactical is a projectile built to cause chaos. Arc Snare seemed to be based off of the Titanfall Arc Star with just a little bit less lethality. Ashe throws a spinning snare at a location that damages and tethers the first enemy that gets too close to it. While it's not impossible to escape, it can help engaging targets and preventing them from running away the moment you begin shooting. Also be used as an escape tool to throw behind you if you know someone's chasing you down, just to give you those extra moments to breathe and reload or heal. Finally, her ultimate, which I'm sure has a lot of Wraith mains leaning forward in their seats right now, is called Phase Breach. Pretty straightforward, and it allows her to open a one-way portal to a targeted location. Now, off rip, I'm certain many are already thinking RIP to Wraith, but mechanically I would say these two are not the same. While both are able to phase out of reality for a moment in time, Wraiths allows for more control but shorter distance. The Breach ability right here is kind of nutty due to how far it can actually go, which at sometimes I felt was a little bit farther than I wanted. I'm just going to chalk this up to just being brand new to playing this character, and as I play more of Ashe, I'll probably get a handle on the range, but boy, does this thing have range. Obviously, this can be used as part of the ambushing kit to close a gap on a team who, let's just say, finished the fight or is unaware of your presence. It can also be used defensively, allowing you to escape third parties and being ambushed as well. Keep in mind though that anyone can go through your tear and it's only one way, unlike Wraiths which can go both ways multiple times. The most interesting application of this ultimate is actually its verticality. Unlike Wraith's portal, which is limited by Wraith's movement, Ashe can fire the breach high into the sky and reach higher positions, which is perfect if you're dealing with a team who has the high ground.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it!
This is your captain speaking, the Black Hokage. Welcome to Apex Airlines. Clear skies. We'll be landing in 1 hour. Make sure to fasten your seatbelts and have a nice stay here at the new Archipelago Island. All right, thank you.
And welcome to Stormfront, the newest map coming to Apex Legends. Now this is a big boy weighing in at 15% bigger than World's Edge. Yep, you heard me right. This abandoned IMC facility has a nice island vibe on one side and a deep forest in another. Verticality is the game here, as a lot of points of interest on this map have multiple levels to them, so make sure to grab a Valkyrie, Pathfinder, or an Octane and use positions of power to gain dominance on this map. Now this map reminds me weirdly enough of the old school King's Canyon, but at a way bigger scale. Now while that might worry some of you, I actually didn't mind the size simply because from my experience during the playtest, which I played with a bunch of people ranging from Apex Predators all the way down to, game journalists, there was a noticeable decrease in third partying. The dev said that the level design for this map was made with this in mind, and I'm happy to hear this, as third partying and C.A.R being absolutely broken at launch were the main reasons why I put Apex down to begin with. On Stormfront, there are no longer redeploy balloons, replaced by these awesome gravity cannons, which kind of remind me of the ones from Halo. They allow you to jump to other sides of the map quickly while giving off a loud noise to nearby foes. Also on the map is new PvE areas called Animal Nests. There's this sort of risk and reward type of mechanic in these type of areas, as killing wildlife can help boost your shields and give you additional loot at the risk of giving up your position and not hearing the enemy team coming. I asked Respawn about the abuse of these areas to get red shields early, and they reassured me that the math was done in such a way that it would be nearly impossible to reach a high level of shields farming wildlife. And speaking of farming, let me show you the newest weapon you'll be farming other players with, the C.A.R SMG. Now for me, this was my favorite aspect of the entire event, as the C.A.R was my go-to SMG in both Titanfall 1 and 2 multiplayer. This time it has returned with a new coat of paint and an insane new mechanic. Now the devs talked a little bit about weapon identity and balance, and how they just didn't want to add a new SMG just because, unless it could fit a new area of gameplay. So they decided to give the C.A.R a dual loading system. This means that this SMG can take both heavy and light ammo. Now from a design standpoint, this made my brain explode at the implications. Now think of everything involving ammo, being conscious of you and your team's ammo choices, and ammo sharing between each other. Now imagine, if you will, that not only can you hold more ammo for your team, but you can use heavy and light ammo in the middle of battle if you run out of one or the other. On top of that, you can even double dip on weapon types like the Wingman and C.A.R, since the Wingman uses less ammo than most guns and saves some of that backpack space for more utility items. See what I'm getting at here? I can definitely say the C.A.R SMG is going to be in the meta for quite some time. Overall, before this event, I wasn't even remotely interested in getting back into Apex Legends, to be honest. However, after this early preview, it might be time for me to hop back in. Also, can I say, is it just me, or has Apex Legends become a commonplace of people who have trauma from Jack Cooper and BT from Titanfall?